What's up, legends? I hope you're all doing well and staying prepared because today's episode is one you absolutely can't afford to miss. Whether you're a seasoned prepper or just starting to think about emergency readiness, this is the kind of information that could make a real difference for you and your loved ones. In times of uncertainty, history has shown us that those who prepare ahead of time are the ones who weather the storm best. From the ration lines of World War II to the empty shelves during recent global crises, food security is always one of the first things to be threatened when disaster strikes. Mike here, and today, we're diving into a topic that could literally save your life. In uncertain times, being prepared isn't just smart, it's essential. We're talking about the foods you need to have on hand before any crisis hits, whether it's war, natural disaster, or just a sudden shortage at your local store. Trust me, you don't want to be caught off guard. When conflict erupts or supply chains break down, grocery stores can empty out in hours. The foods you choose to stockpile now could mean the difference between comfort and hardship, or even survival and desperation. Imagine a world where disaster hits, shelves are empty, and you have to rely on what you've got at home. It's a scenario that's played out in history more times than we'd like to admit. When panic buying sets in, the first thing to disappear is food. That's why it's so important to plan ahead and make sure your pantry is stocked with the right essentials, foods that last, foods that nourish, and foods that can keep you and your family going no matter what. The foods you choose should be shelf-stable, nutrient-dense, and versatile enough to form the backbone of your meals for weeks or even months. I'm about to reveal the 12 foods you absolutely need to stockpile before war or disaster strikes. These foods never expire. We're talking about items that can last for years, even decades, without going bad. From protein-packed beans and hearty grains to nutrient-rich canned veggies and versatile staples like honey and salt, these are the foods that will keep you strong, healthy, and ready for anything. Let's break down why each of these foods is so critical. 1. Packed with protein and fiber, beans and lentils are a cornerstone of any emergency pantry. They're filling, nutritious, and can be cooked in countless ways. Dried beans last for years if stored properly, and canned beans are ready to eat in a pinch. 2. Rice, oats, and other grains are calorie-dense and provide the energy you'll need in stressful times. White rice, in particular, can last up to 30 years when stored in airtight containers. 3. These provide essential vitamins and minerals that can be hard to get when fresh produce isn't available. Look for low-sodium options and rotate your stock to keep it fresh. 4. Tuna, salmon, chicken, and even Spam offer protein and healthy fats. They're shelf-stable and can be eaten straight from the can if necessary. 5. Easy to cook, filling, and versatile. Pasta is a great base for many meals. Store it in a cool, dry place and it'll last for years. 6. High in calories, protein, and healthy fats, nut butters are a compact source of nutrition and energy. 7. Nature's perfect sweetener. Honey never spoils and can be used for food, medicine, and even wound care. 8. Essential for flavor, food preservation, and even health. Salt never goes bad and is a must-have for any emergency stash. 9. Provides calcium and protein and is useful for cooking and baking. 10. Great for snacking, baking, or adding to meals. They're nutrient-dense and have a long shelf life if kept dry. 11. Fats are crucial for energy and cooking. Choose oils with a long shelf life, like coconut or olive oil. 12. Not just for flavor, spices can boost morale and make simple meals more enjoyable. Some, like turmeric and cinnamon, also have health benefits. Each of these foods was chosen for its longevity, nutritional value, and versatility. Together they form a foundation that can keep you healthy and satisfied, even when options are limited. Stick around for bonus tips at the end that could make all the difference in your survival game. I'll share some expert tricks for maximizing shelf life, rotating your supplies, and making sure nothing goes to waste. For example, always label your food with purchase dates and use the first in, first out method to keep your stockpile fresh. Consider investing in airtight containers and oxygen absorbers to extend the life of your dried goods. And don't forget to store your food in a cool, dark, and dry place to prevent spoilage. Plus, I'll let you in on a few underrated foods that most people forget, but could be absolute lifesavers in a crisis. Think about bouillon cubes for flavor, powdered eggs for protein, and even instant coffee or tea for a morale boost when times get tough. So grab a pen, take some notes, and let's jump right in. By the end of this video, you'll have the knowledge and confidence to build a food stockpile that gives you real peace of mind, no matter what the future holds. Remember, preparation isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. With the right foods in your pantry, you can face any challenge head-on and protect the people you care about most. Let's get started. Let's kick things off with honey, a food so remarkable it's been discovered in the tombs of ancient pharaohs, perfectly preserved for thousands of years. Imagine opening a jar sealed centuries ago and finding the golden nectar inside still as delicious and safe to eat as the day it was stored. That's the magic of honey, nature's original survival superfood. Honey's story stretches back through the ages. Ancient Egyptians revered it not only as a food but as an offering to the gods, a symbol of immortality and a vital part of their medicine. In fact, honey was so valuable that it was used as currency and tribute, and its presence in royal tombs speaks volumes about its importance in early civilizations. But honey's legacy doesn't stop in Egypt. Across the world, from the ancient Greeks and Romans to the Chinese dynasties, honey was treasured for its healing powers, spiritual significance, and as a staple in both daily life and times of crisis. Honey's legendary shelf life is no myth. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old, and they're still edible. This is because honey is naturally low in moisture and high in acidity, creating an environment where bacteria and spoilage simply can't survive. Throughout history, honey has been prized by cultures around the world, from the Greeks and Romans, who used it in religious rituals and healing, to ancient Chinese medicine, where it was considered a tonic for longevity. Its ability to resist spoilage made it a vital food for travelers, soldiers, and explorers, who relied on honey as a portable, non-perishable source of energy and nutrition during long journeys or times of scarcity. Its unique chemical makeup means honey never spoils, making it one of the only foods on Earth with an almost infinite shelf life. As long as it's kept sealed and away from moisture, it will last indefinitely. No refrigeration required. For survivalists, this is a game changer. You can store honey for decades, and it will remain just as potent and safe as the day you bought it. To maximize its longevity, always keep honey in a tightly sealed glass jar, away from direct sunlight and extreme temperatures. If it crystallizes, simply warm the jar gently in hot water to return it to its liquid state. No nutrients lost. This makes honey an ideal candidate for bug-out bags, emergency kits, and long-term food storage, ensuring you have a reliable source of calories and nutrition when other foods might spoil or run out. But honey isn't just about longevity, it's a powerhouse of natural benefits. For centuries, people have used honey as both food and medicine. It's a quick source of energy, thanks to its natural sugars, mainly fructose and glucose, making it perfect for a fast pick-me-up during emergencies or long days. Honey is also packed with trace enzymes, amino acids, vitamins like B6, niacin, riboflavin, and minerals such as calcium, iron, magnesium, and potassium. These nutrients support overall health, boost immunity, and help maintain energy levels when other food sources are scarce. In survival situations, honey's dense calorie content, about 64 calories per tablespoon, can provide vital energy to keep you going when you need it most. Honey's antibacterial and antimicrobial properties make it a natural remedy for minor wounds and burns. Just a dab can help protect cuts from infection and speed up healing, thanks to the production of hydrogen peroxide and its low pH. In fact, medical-grade honey is still used in hospitals today to treat wounds that resist conventional antibiotics. And when you're feeling under the weather, a spoonful of honey in hot tea can soothe a sore throat, calm a cough, and even help suppress nighttime coughing in children. In survival scenarios, honey can be a crucial first aid supply, useful for treating wounds, soothing digestive issues, or even as a topical salve for insect bites and skin irritations. In the kitchen, honey is endlessly versatile. Drizzle it over rice or oatmeal for a touch of sweetness, stir it into sauces, or use it to glaze meats and vegetables. It's a natural preservative too, helping to extend the life of other foods by inhibiting the growth of spoilage organisms. Honey can be used in baking, as a sugar substitute, or even to ferment foods and beverages like mead. Its flavor profile ranges from light and floral to dark and robust, depending on the flowers the bees visited, making it a culinary treasure for any emergency pantry. In survival situations, honey can mask the taste of less palatable foods, provide quick energy, and even be used to preserve fruits and nuts for longer-term storage. With its incredible shelf life, nutritional value, and medicinal uses, honey truly deserves a spot in every emergency pantry. It's compact, easy to store, and can be used in countless ways, whether you're facing a power outage, a camping trip, or just want to be prepared for anything. For best results, choose raw, unfiltered honey, which retains more of its natural enzymes and nutrients compared to processed varieties. Always store honey in airtight containers and avoid introducing moisture, which can cause fermentation. Remember, honey can even be used to barter in times of crisis thanks to its universal appeal and long history as a valuable trade good. So next time you're stocking up, don't forget to grab a few jars of honey. With this golden superfood on your shelf, you're not just prepared, you're ahead of the game. From ancient tombs to modern pantries, honey's legacy as a survival essential is unmatched. It's a testament to nature's ingenuity and a must-have for anyone serious about preparedness. Whether you need quick energy, natural medicine, a food preservative, or even a valuable item for trade, honey stands out as one of the most versatile and reliable survival foods in history. Next up, white rice, the backbone of survival meals worldwide. For centuries, civilizations have relied on rice as a staple, and for good reason. Its unmatched shelf life, versatility, and nutritional profile make it an essential part of any emergency food supply. In times of crisis, white rice has fed entire populations, serving as the foundation for countless meals across Asia, Africa, and the Americas. Its ability to stretch limited resources and provide filling, satisfying meals is unmatched. When stored properly in airtight containers or food-grade buckets, white rice can last up to 30 years or even longer. Its low moisture content and polished grains help prevent spoilage, making it one of the most reliable foods for long-term storage. Keeping rice in a cool, dry place away from sunlight and pests ensures it remains fresh and ready to use for decades. For best results, consider adding oxygen absorbers to your storage containers to further extend shelf life and deter insects. Regularly check your rice for any signs of moisture or pests, and rotate your stock to keep it fresh. Nutritionally, white rice is a powerhouse of carbohydrates, providing the energy needed to get through tough times. While it's lower in fiber and micronutrients compared to brown rice, its long shelf life and easy digestibility make it ideal for survival situations. White rice is gluten-free, making it suitable for those with gluten sensitivities. It's also easy on the stomach, which is crucial during stressful or physically demanding situations. Pairing rice with beans, canned meats, or vegetables creates a complete meal supplying protein and essential amino acids. You can also add powdered eggs, dehydrated vegetables, or even a splash of soy sauce to boost both nutrition and flavor. Preparation is simple and requires minimal resources, just water and heat. Whether you're boiling it over a campfire, cooking it on a stove, or using a solar oven, rice is forgiving and nearly foolproof. In emergencies, you can even soak rice in water for several hours to soften it if fuel is scarce. Its lightweight and compact nature means you can store large quantities without taking up much space, making it perfect for both bug-in and bug-out scenarios. Pre-measured bags or vacuum-sealed pouches make it easy to grab and go if you need to evacuate quickly. White rice is incredibly versatile. It can be the base for hearty stews, stir-fries, or simple dishes with just a pinch of salt. In times of crisis, having a food that can adapt to whatever ingredients you have on hand is invaluable. Try making rice porridge for breakfast, fried rice with leftover canned vegetables, or a simple rice and bean casserole. You can even use rice to stretch soups and stews, making your supplies last longer. Plus, its mild flavor makes it a comfort food for many, helping to boost morale during stressful times. Stock up now, and you'll always have the base for a hearty meal. White rice isn't just a filler, it's a survival essential, providing calories, comfort, and flexibility when you need it most. Make it the cornerstone of your emergency pantry, and you'll be prepared for whatever comes your way. Remember, a well-stocked supply of white rice can mean the difference between hunger and nourishment in a crisis, so don't wait until it's too late. When it comes to survival foods that truly stand the test of time, dried beans are at the very top of the list. Across continents and throughout history, beans have been a cornerstone of nutrition, fueling entire civilizations with their remarkable resilience and nutritional value. Whether you're looking at black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, navy beans, garbanzo beans, lentils, or any of the dozens of varieties available, these humble legumes are a true protein powerhouse. Their long shelf life, impressive nutrient profile, and versatility in the kitchen make them an essential staple for anyone preparing for emergencies, building a resilient pantry, or simply wanting to eat healthier on a budget. Properly stored in airtight containers and kept in a cool, dry place, dried beans can last for years, sometimes even decades, without losing their quality or nutritional value. This makes them a smart investment for your pantry, especially if you're building up a long-term food supply. Unlike canned goods, dried beans don't require preservatives, and you can store them in bulk without worrying about spoilage. For best results, use food-grade buckets or mylar bags with oxygen absorbers to keep out moisture and pests. Label your containers with the date of storage, and rotate your stock to ensure freshness. For even longer shelf life, vacuum sealing beans can help protect them from air and humidity, further extending their usability. Nutritionally, beans are loaded with plant-based protein, making them an excellent meat alternative for vegetarians, vegans, and omnivores alike. For example, a single cup of cooked black beans contains around 15 grams of protein, while lentils and chickpeas offer similar amounts. Lentils provide about 18 grams per cup, and chickpeas about 14 grams. Pinto beans, navy beans, and kidney beans all fall within the 13 to 16 grams per cup range. This high protein content is crucial in survival situations where maintaining muscle mass and energy is essential. They're also packed with fiber, which helps keep your digestive system healthy and leaves you feeling full and satisfied after meals. Plus, beans are rich in essential vitamins and minerals like iron, magnesium, potassium, folate, and zinc, all of which are crucial for maintaining energy, supporting immune function, and promoting overall health, especially in stressful or resource-limited situations. One of the best things about dried beans is their incredible versatility. You can toss them into hearty soups and stews, blend them into creamy dips like hummus, or mash them into flavorful patties and burgers for a satisfying meal. Beans absorb the flavors of whatever spices and ingredients you add, making them a delicious base for countless recipes from around the world. Think Mexican black bean chili, Indian dal, Mediterranean bean salads, or classic American baked beans. With just a few pantry staples, you can transform beans into a variety of comforting, nourishing dishes. In survival situations, beans can be combined with rice or grains to create a complete protein, ensuring you get all the essential amino acids your body needs. Buying beans in bulk is not only cost-effective, but it also ensures you always have a reliable source of nutrition on hand. They're easy to store in large containers or bags, and you can portion them out as needed. This makes them perfect for families, preppers, or anyone who wants to be prepared for unexpected events. When stored properly, beans can be a lifeline during power outages, natural disasters, or times of economic hardship, providing both sustenance and peace of mind. In survival scenarios, beans can be cooked over an open fire, on a camp stove, or even solar cookers, making them adaptable to almost any situation. While it's true that dried beans require some time to soak and cook, the effort is well worth it. To prepare beans, start by sorting and rinsing them to remove any debris. Soaking beans overnight in plenty of water helps reduce cooking time and improves digestibility by breaking down some of the complex sugars that can cause gas. If you're short on time, a quick soak, boiling beans for a few minutes and then letting them sit for an hour, works as well. Once soaked, simmer beans gently until tender, adding salt and acidic ingredients like tomatoes only after they've softened to ensure even cooking. Slow simmering brings out their rich, earthy flavors and creamy textures, turning a simple ingredient into a comforting, nourishing meal. In survival situations, if water is scarce, you can use the soak water for cooking to conserve resources, though it may be less digestible. And with a little planning, you can cook up a big batch to use throughout the week, in salads, wraps, or as a side dish. Beans can also be sprouted for added nutrition and faster cooking, which is especially useful if fuel is limited. In survival nutrition, beans play a critical role. Their combination of protein, complex carbohydrates, and micronutrients provides sustained energy and helps maintain muscle mass during periods of physical stress or limited food availability. They're also naturally gluten-free and suitable for most dietary needs. So, when you're stocking your pantry for emergencies or just looking to eat better every day, make sure dried beans are high on your list. They'll keep you fueled, satisfied, and ready for whatever comes your way. Truly a protein powerhouse you can count on, no matter the circumstances. And remember, with so many varieties to choose from, you can keep your meals interesting and nutritious, even in the toughest times. Salt has been treasured by civilizations for thousands of years, not just as a seasoning, but as a vital resource for survival. In ancient times, salt was so valuable it was sometimes used as currency, and entire trade routes, like the famous Salt Road in Italy or the Trans-Saharan salt caravans, were established just to transport this precious mineral. Wars have even been fought over salt, and cities have risen and fallen based on their access to salt supplies. Its importance in human history cannot be overstated. One of salt's most important roles is as a natural preservative. Before refrigeration, people relied on salt to keep meat, fish, and even vegetables from spoiling. By drawing out moisture, salt creates an environment where bacteria and mold struggle to survive, allowing food to last for months or even years. This method, salting, curing, and brining, was essential for explorers, soldiers, and anyone preparing for long winters or uncertain times. Salted foods like jerky, salted fish, and pickled vegetables have fed armies and sustained entire populations through famine and siege. But salt isn't just about food preservation. It's a mineral your body absolutely needs to function. Salt helps regulate fluid balance, nerve signals, and muscle contractions. In stressful situations like during war, disaster, or intense physical activity, your body loses salt through sweat, making it even more crucial to replenish. Without enough salt, you risk dehydration, muscle cramps, and even life-threatening imbalances. In fact, salt is a key ingredient in oral rehydration solutions used to treat dehydration from illness or heat. Salt also transforms bland survival rations into something much more palatable. When you're living off stored grains, beans, or preserved foods, a pinch of salt can make meals enjoyable and boost morale. Something that's often overlooked but vital in tough times. In many cultures, salt is a symbol of hospitality and friendship, and sharing a salted meal can bring comfort and a sense of normalcy during hardship. In survival scenarios, salt's usefulness goes far beyond the kitchen. It can be used to clean wounds, helping to prevent infection when medical supplies are scarce. Salt water can also be used as a gargle for sore throats or as a rinse for oral hygiene. Salt has also been a valuable item for bartering throughout history. Small packets or containers can be traded for other essentials when resources are limited. In some cases, salt was even used to pay soldiers, giving rise to the word salary. Best of all, salt is inexpensive, easy to store, and lasts indefinitely if kept dry. For long-term storage, keep salt in airtight containers to prevent clumping and contamination. Avoid iodized salt for preservation purposes, as additives can affect the curing process. Plain, non-iodized salt is best for food storage and preservation. Whether you're preparing for emergencies, stocking a pantry, or planning for long-term survival, salt is a must-have. Its versatility, health benefits, and preserving power make it one of the most important items you can stockpile. In times of crisis, having a good supply of salt could mean the difference between thriving and merely surviving. Sugar, whether white, brown, or raw, has been a staple in human diets for centuries, and in a survival situation, its value skyrockets. This simple carbohydrate is more than just a sweetener, it's a critical resource that can make a real difference when times get tough. When stored properly in airtight containers, sugar never truly expires. It's impervious to bacteria and mold, making it one of the most reliable foods you can stockpile for the long haul. Keep it dry and sealed, and it will last indefinitely, ready whenever you need it. Unlike many other foods, sugar doesn't require refrigeration or special conditions, just a cool, dry place away from pests. Sugar is a powerhouse of quick energy. Just a spoonful can provide a rapid boost to your blood sugar, helping you stay alert and active during physically demanding times. In survival scenarios, when calories are scarce and physical labor is high, sugar can be a literal lifesaver, fueling your muscles and brain for short bursts of intense activity. It's also essential for preserving fruits, making jams, and creating syrups, methods that extend the shelf life of other foods and add much-needed variety to your diet. By turning perishable fruits into jams or jellies, you can enjoy the taste and nutrition of summer harvests all year long. Beyond the kitchen, sugar has surprising medicinal uses. Sprinkling sugar on minor wounds can help draw out moisture, inhibit bacterial growth, and promote healing, a traditional remedy that's backed by science and can be a lifesaver when medical supplies are scarce. In the absence of antibiotics or antiseptics, sugar can help prevent infection and speed up recovery, making it a valuable addition to any emergency first aid kit. In stressful times, a little sweetness can go a long way for morale. Enjoying a sweet treat or adding sugar to your meals can lift spirits, reduce stress, and provide a sense of normalcy when everything else feels uncertain. The psychological boost from a simple dessert or a sweetened drink can help maintain mental resilience, which is just as important as physical health in survival situations. Sugar is incredibly versatile. Stir it into tea or coffee for a comforting drink, use it in baking, or add it to sauces and marinades to enhance flavor. It can help mask the taste of less palatable survival foods, making meals more enjoyable. Sugar can also be used to create electrolyte drinks by mixing it with salt and water, helping to prevent dehydration during illness or extreme heat. Its ability to transform simple ingredients into satisfying meals makes it invaluable in any survival kitchen. With its unmatched shelf life, energy benefits, culinary versatility, and even medicinal uses, sugar deserves a permanent place in your survival pantry. Stock up now, and you'll be prepared for whatever comes your way. Whether you need a quick energy boost, a way to preserve food, a morale lift, or even a simple first aid solution. In uncertain times, sugar is more than a luxury. It's a survival essential. Pure maple syrup is often called nature's liquid gold, and for good reason. This natural sweetener is made by tapping sugar maple trees and slowly boiling down the sap until it becomes a rich amber syrup. Unlike artificial syrups, pure maple syrup contains no additives or preservatives, just the concentrated essence of the tree itself. The process is labor-intensive, requiring about 40 gallons of sap to produce a single gallon of syrup, which is why it's so highly valued. When it comes to storage, in storage, pure maple syrup is a survivalist's dream. If kept unopened in a cool, dark place, it can last indefinitely thanks to its high sugar content, which acts as a natural preservative. The sugar concentration inhibits the growth of bacteria and mold, making it one of the few natural foods with such a long shelf life. Once opened, it should be refrigerated to maintain freshness, but even then, it can last for months or even years without spoiling. If you notice any mold on the surface, simply remove it and reboil the syrup to restore its safety. The high sugar concentration not only preserves the syrup but also provides a quick source of energy, something that's crucial in survival situations when calories are scarce and every bit of fuel counts. Just a few tablespoons can deliver a rapid energy boost, making it ideal for physically demanding tasks or long days without regular meals. But maple syrup isn't just about sugar, it's surprisingly rich in essential minerals like manganese, which supports bone health and metabolism, and zinc, which helps boost your immune system. It also contains small amounts of calcium, potassium, and iron, making it far more nutritious than refined white sugar or corn syrup. In fact, a single tablespoon of pure maple syrup provides about 33% of your daily manganese needs, along with antioxidants that help fight inflammation and protect your cells from damage. In a survival scenario, pure maple syrup is incredibly versatile. Use it to sweeten oatmeal, pancakes, or even homemade survival bread. It can be mixed into drinks, used as a glaze for meats, or drizzled over roasted vegetables to add flavor and calories. Its natural sweetness can lift spirits and provide a much-needed morale boost when times are tough. You can also use it to make energy bars, granola, or even as a base for homemade sauces and marinades. Just a drizzle can transform bland, basic meals into something comforting and special, making it a valuable addition to any emergency food supply. Try mixing it with powdered milk for a quick dessert, or combining it with dried fruit and nuts for a high-energy trail mix. In baking, it can replace sugar in most recipes, adding depth of flavor and extra nutrients. When stocking up, always choose bottles labeled 100% pure maple syrup. Avoid corn syrup blends or imitation syrups, which lack the nutrients and long shelf life of the real thing. In uncertain times, pure maple syrup is more than a luxury. It's a smart, nutritious, and morale-boosting staple for your pantry. Its combination of energy, nutrition, and versatility makes it an essential food to have on hand before any crisis. When fresh milk is no longer available, powdered milk becomes an essential staple for any emergency pantry. With a shelf life that can extend up to 20 years when stored in airtight, moisture-proof containers, it's one of the most reliable dairy alternatives you can have on hand. Powdered milk is made by evaporating almost all the moisture from regular milk, leaving behind a dry, shelf-stable powder that retains most of the original nutrients. Powdered milk is packed with protein, calcium, and vital vitamins, like A and D, making it a nutritional powerhouse. It also contains essential minerals such as potassium, magnesium, and phosphorus, which are crucial for maintaining bone health and muscle function, especially important during stressful times. It's incredibly versatile. Simply mix it with water to create a milk substitute for drinking, or use it directly in recipes for cooking and baking. From creamy sauces and soups to pancakes, breads, and cakes, powdered milk can enhance both flavor and texture in countless dishes. Its lightweight, compact packaging makes it ideal for long-term storage, especially when space is limited. You can store large quantities in a small area, and it's easy to transport if you ever need to relocate your supplies. For best results, keep powdered milk in a cool, dry place, away from direct sunlight and strong odors, as it can absorb moisture and smells from the environment. Many brands fortify their powdered milk with extra nutrients, such as additional calcium, vitamin D, and sometimes even probiotics, making it an even smarter investment for your health during uncertain times. Some varieties are also available in non-fat, whole, or even lactose-free options, so you can choose the best fit for your family's dietary needs. Buying powdered milk in bulk is cost-effective and reduces the frequency of restocking. Since it doesn't spoil like fresh milk, you can store it for years without worrying about waste, as long as it's kept in a cool, dry place away from sunlight. Consider dividing large quantities into smaller, airtight containers to minimize exposure to air and moisture each time you open a package. To reconstitute, simply mix the recommended amount of powder with clean water, usually about 1 part powder to 3 or 4 parts water depending on your desired creaminess. Stir well, chill if possible, and you have fresh-tasting milk ready for drinking, pouring over cereal, or using in recipes. For best results, use cool or lukewarm water and whisk thoroughly to avoid lumps. Beyond basic drinking, powdered milk is perfect for making hot beverages like cocoa or coffee creamers, enriching mashed potatoes, thickening gravies, or even making homemade yogurt and cheese in a pinch. You can also add it to oatmeal, smoothies, or scrambled eggs for an extra boost of protein and creaminess. In baking, substitute powdered milk for fresh milk by mixing the powder with the dry ingredients and adding water with the wet ingredients. For best results, store powdered milk in airtight containers with oxygen absorbers to maximize freshness. always label your containers with the date of storage, and rotate your supply to use the oldest stock first. If you notice any off smells, discoloration, or clumping, it's best to discard the product and open a fresh container. Powdered milk ensures your family can still enjoy the taste and nutrition of dairy, even when fresh supplies are unavailable. It's a practical, nutritious, and versatile addition to any emergency food stockpile. With its long shelf life, ease of use, and wide range of applications, powdered milk is truly a must-have for anyone preparing for uncertain times. Hardtack, just flour, water, and salt, has been a cornerstone of survival for centuries. This simple, nearly indestructible bread was a staple for soldiers, sailors, and pioneers alike, dating back as far as the Roman Empire. In fact, Roman legions carried a version called buccellatum. And hardtack's legacy continued through the Middle Ages, the Age of Exploration, and into the modern era. It was famously used during the American Civil War, where it became the primary ration for Union and Confederate troops, and was a necessity on long sea voyages, where fresh food was impossible to keep. Explorers, settlers, and even gold prospectors relied on hardtack to sustain them during journeys into the unknown. Its legendary shelf life, lasting for decades if kept dry, made it the go-to ration for armies and explorers who needed food that wouldn't spoil on long journeys or in harsh conditions. Hardtack is so tough and dry that it earned nicknames like molar breakers and sheet iron, but its durability is exactly what made it invaluable. In fact, some hardtack from the Civil War era still exists today, preserved in museums as a testament to its longevity. The bread's simplicity meant it could be mass-produced and transported easily, making it a logistical dream for military quartermasters and ship captains alike. Nutritionally, hardtack is all about providing carbohydrates and energy when nothing else is available. It's not fancy, but in a crisis, it can keep you going when fresh bread or other staples are long gone. While it lacks protein and fat, hardtack's main strength is its ability to fill you up and provide a steady source of calories. In the past, it was often paired with salted meat, beans, or dried fruit to round out a meal. Today, you can combine it with modern survival foods or emergency rations for a more balanced diet. Because it's so hard, people traditionally soaked hardtack in water, coffee, or soup to soften it up. You can crumble it into stews, use it as a thickener, or even fry it in a pinch. Some creative cooks have even used hardtack as a base for simple desserts, or as a crunchy topping for casseroles. Its versatility made it a survival essential for anyone facing long periods without access to fresh food. In times of hardship, hardtack could be the foundation of a meal, stretching limited supplies and providing much-needed sustenance. Making hardtack at home is incredibly easy and cost-effective. All you need is flour, water, and a pinch of salt. Mix the ingredients into a stiff dough, roll it out to about half an inch thick, and cut it into squares, traditionally about 3 inches across. Prick holes in each piece with a fork or skewer to help it bake evenly and prevent puffing. Bake at a low temperature, around 250 degrees Fahrenheit, for at least 2 hours, flipping halfway through. The goal is to drive out all moisture so the bread becomes rock hard. This is what gives hardtack its legendary shelf life. For extra security, you can leave the hardtack in a turned-off oven overnight to ensure it's completely dry. For storage, keep hardtack in airtight containers or jars to protect it from moisture and pests. Vacuum sealing or using mylar bags with oxygen absorbers can extend its shelf life even further. Properly stored, it can last for years, sometimes even decades, making it a nearly endless supply of emergency bread for your pantry or bug-out bag. Label your containers with the date you made the hardtack and check periodically for any signs of moisture or spoilage. In the right conditions, hardtack can outlast almost any other homemade food, making it a true staple for long-term food storage. While hardtack might not win any flavor awards, its reliability and simplicity have saved countless lives throughout history. In a true emergency, this humble bread could be the difference between hunger and survival, making it a must-have for any serious prepper or survivalist. Whether you're preparing for war, natural disasters, or just want a backup food source, hardtack's proven track record makes it one of the most dependable survival foods you can stockpile. Vinegar is truly a survival multi-tool, an essential item that deserves a permanent spot in every emergency pantry. Its uses go far beyond just flavoring food. Let's dive into why vinegar is so valuable, especially in times of crisis, and explore its many applications in detail. When it comes to food preservation, vinegar is unmatched. Its high acidity, typically around 5% for most household varieties, makes it a natural preservative, perfect for pickling vegetables, fruits, and even eggs. By submerging produce in a vinegar solution, you can extend its shelf life for months, sometimes even years, without refrigeration. This method not only keeps food safe from spoilage by inhibiting the growth of bacteria and mold, but also adds a tangy flavor that can make bland survival meals much more enjoyable. You can pickle almost anything: cucumbers, onions, carrots, peppers, and even hard-boiled eggs. Vinegar is also a key ingredient in making homemade hot sauces and salad dressings, adding both flavor and preservation. Vinegar is also a powerful cleaning agent. White vinegar in particular can disinfect surfaces, cut through grease, and eliminate odors. It's safe to use on kitchen counters, glass, and even as a natural fabric softener in laundry. You can mix vinegar with water in a spray bottle for an all-purpose cleaner, or combine it with baking soda for a fizzing reaction that helps scrub tough stains. Vinegar can deodorize refrigerators, remove mineral deposits from coffee makers, and even clean produce before eating. In a pinch, vinegar can be used to clean wounds, thanks to its antibacterial properties. Though it may sting, it helps reduce the risk of infection when medical supplies are limited. Always dilute vinegar before applying to skin, and avoid using it on deep wounds or sensitive areas. The health benefits of vinegar are impressive as well. Many people use apple cider vinegar as a digestive aid, to help regulate blood sugar, or even as a natural remedy for sore throats and skin irritations. Vinegar can be diluted and used as a hair rinse to remove buildup, or as a foot soak to combat fungal infections. Some use it to soothe sunburn, relieve itching from insect bites, or as a compress for minor burns. While scientific evidence varies, vinegar's versatility in home remedies makes it a valuable addition to any survival kit. Always remember to dilute vinegar for topical use and consult a healthcare professional for serious conditions. One of vinegar's greatest strengths is its incredible shelf life. Unopened bottles of white vinegar can last indefinitely when stored in a cool, dark place. Even after opening, vinegar remains stable for years, making it a reliable staple that won't go to waste. For best results, keep vinegar tightly sealed and away from direct sunlight or heat sources. Check the acidity percentage on the label. 5% is standard for most cleaning and pickling uses. Apple cider vinegar and other specialty vinegars may have a shorter shelf life, but still last for years if stored properly. Stock up on different types for various uses and rotate your supply as needed. Whether you're preserving food, cleaning your home, treating minor health issues, or simply adding flavor to your meals, vinegar is endlessly useful. In uncertain times, having several bottles on hand can make a world of difference. Don't overlook this humble liquid. Stock up now, label your bottles with purchase dates, and be prepared for any crisis. With its versatility, affordability, and long shelf life, vinegar truly earns its place as the preservation and cleaning champion in any emergency stockpile. Soy sauce is far more than just a condiment. It's a culinary powerhouse with a history stretching back over 2,000 years. Originating in ancient China and later spreading throughout Asia, soy sauce was traditionally brewed from soybeans, wheat, salt, and water, then aged in wooden barrels for months or even years. This careful fermentation process develops its signature dark color and complex savory flavor. Today, both traditional and modern brewing methods are used, but the result remains the same: a deeply flavorful liquid that can transform even the simplest foods into memorable meals. One of soy sauce's greatest strengths is its remarkable shelf life. Thanks to its high salt content and fermentation, soy sauce is naturally resistant to spoilage. When stored properly, tightly sealed and kept away from heat and sunlight, unopened bottles can last for decades without losing quality. Even after opening, soy sauce remains safe and flavorful for months or even years, making it a perfect addition to any emergency pantry or long-term food storage plan. The magic of soy sauce lies in its umami, the so-called fifth taste that brings depth and savoriness to food. Just a splash can instantly upgrade plain rice, beans, or vegetables, turning bland survival staples into satisfying crave-worthy dishes. Its complex flavor profile, with notes of sweetness, saltiness, and subtle bitterness, makes it incredibly versatile in the kitchen. In survival cooking, where ingredients may be limited, soy sauce can mask the monotony of repetitive meals and make basic foods far more enjoyable. Soy sauce is indispensable for marinades, where it not only infuses meat with rich flavor but also helps tenderize tougher cuts, an important benefit when working with less than ideal protein sources. It's perfect for seasoning soups and stews, adding depth to broths, or serving as a dipping sauce for dumplings, sushi, and more. In survival situations, you can even use soy sauce to enhance canned or dehydrated foods, making them far more palatable during tough times. A little soy sauce goes a long way, so you don't need to stockpile large quantities to make a big impact. Its concentrated flavor means you can save both space and money, while still ensuring your meals are delicious and satisfying. Compact bottles are easy to store, and even travel-sized packets can be a smart addition to bug-out bags or emergency kits. Get creative with soy sauce in survival cooking. Mix it with a bit of sugar and vinegar for a quick stir-fry sauce. Blend it with peanut butter for a protein-rich dip, or combine it with powdered garlic and ginger to make a flavorful rub for meats and vegetables. You can even use soy sauce to season instant noodles, scrambled eggs, or rehydrated grains, instantly boosting their taste and appeal. Nutritionally, soy sauce is low in calories and contains small amounts of protein, antioxidants, and minerals like iron and potassium. While it is high in sodium, this can actually be beneficial in survival scenarios where electrolyte balance is important, especially if you're sweating or consuming mostly bland, low-sodium foods. Just remember to use it in moderation if you're watching your salt intake. To maximize shelf life, keep soy sauce tightly sealed and store it in a cool, dark place. Unopened bottles can last for years, and even after opening, it remains safe and flavorful for a long time. If you notice any changes in color, aroma, or taste, it's best to replace the bottle, but spoilage is rare. Stock up on soy sauce now, and you'll have a reliable, multi-purpose flavor booster that makes every meal better, no matter what the future holds. In times of uncertainty, a splash of soy sauce can bring comfort, variety, and satisfaction to your table, helping you and your loved ones stay nourished and uplifted. Bouillon cubes are tiny flavor bombs that pack a powerful punch in a small, lightweight package. Invented in the early 20th century, these concentrated cubes of dehydrated broth and seasonings have become a kitchen staple around the world, prized for their convenience and versatility. When stored in a cool, dry place and kept away from moisture, bouillon cubes can last for years, sometimes even decades, without losing their flavor or potency. Their long shelf life is due to the dehydration process, which removes moisture and prevents spoilage. This makes them a staple for any emergency pantry or survival kit, as they require no refrigeration and take up minimal space. Their primary use is to instantly transform plain boiling water into a flavorful broth, creating a comforting soup in minutes, but their versatility goes far beyond that. Bouillon cubes can be used as a base for gravies, sauces and stews, or to add depth to any dish that needs a savory boost. Add bouillon cubes to rice, beans, pasta, or even vegetables to elevate bland survival staples into satisfying savory meals. You can crumble them into stews, sprinkle them over roasted veggies, or use them as a seasoning for meats and casseroles. For example, dissolve a cube in the water when cooking rice or beans to infuse them with rich flavor, or mix a crumbled cube into mashed potatoes for an instant taste upgrade. Bouillon cubes come in a wide variety of flavors: chicken, beef, vegetable, and even specialty blends like mushroom, seafood, or spicy varieties, so you can add diversity to your meals and avoid flavor fatigue during long emergencies. Some brands even offer low-sodium or organic options for those with dietary restrictions. In cold weather or stressful situations, a hot cup of bouillon can be a morale booster, providing warmth, comfort, and a sense of normalcy when you need it most. Sipping bouillon as a hot drink is a quick way to hydrate and replenish lost salts, especially after physical exertion or exposure to the elements. Nutritionally, bouillon cubes are low in calories but high in sodium, which can help replenish electrolytes lost through sweat, especially important in survival scenarios. Some varieties also contain small amounts of protein, fat, and essential minerals depending on the ingredients. While they shouldn't be your only source of nutrition, they can help make basic foods more palatable and provide a quick energy boost when you need it. While they shouldn't be your only source of nutrition, bouillon cubes are an excellent way to enhance the taste and nutritional value of basic foods, making them more palatable and enjoyable over time. If you're concerned about sodium intake, look for low-sodium versions, or use half a cube at a time to control the flavor and saltiness. Their compact size, affordability, and versatility make bouillon cubes an essential addition to any survival food stockpile. For a small investment, they can dramatically improve your meals, boost morale, and help you make the most of your emergency supplies. Try using bouillon cubes in one-pot recipes, quick soups, or as a seasoning for skillet meals. Don't skip these tiny but mighty cubes. They could make all the difference when it matters most. When it comes to survival, alcohol, whether it's vodka, rum, whiskey, or even high-proof grain spirits, stands out as one of the most versatile and valuable resources you can stockpile. Unlike many perishables, unopened bottles of alcohol can last indefinitely when stored in a cool, dark place, making them a reliable staple for long-term emergencies. High-proof spirits, especially those above 60% alcohol by volume, are particularly valuable for both medical and practical uses. Alcohol's true power lies in its wide range of applications. Medically, alcohol is a highly effective disinfectant. In a crisis where medical supplies are limited, you can use it to clean wounds, sterilize medical instruments, and sanitize surfaces to prevent the spread of infection. For best results, use alcohol that is at least 60% ABV or 120 proof. It's also useful for cleaning hands when soap and water aren't available, and for disinfecting high-touch surfaces like doorknobs, countertops, and canned goods. Always keep small bottles or alcohol pads in your first aid kit for quick access. Alcohol is also a natural preservative. It's perfect for making tinctures, herbal extracts that can be used for medicinal purposes, such as soothing digestive issues or boosting immunity. By submerging herbs or produce in alcohol, you can extend their shelf life and create valuable remedies or flavorings that will last for years. Alcohol can also be used to preserve fruits and vegetables, making them safe to eat long after fresh supplies run out. Homemade extracts like vanilla or citrus are easy to make and can add flavor to otherwise bland survival foods. In a world where traditional currency may lose its value, alcohol becomes a powerful bartering tool. Bottles of spirits are always in demand, whether for medicinal, practical, or recreational use. Trading alcohol can help you acquire other vital supplies, from food and fuel to tools and medicine, making it a form of currency in its own right. Smaller bottles or single-serving containers are especially useful for trade, as they're easier to portion and carry. Alcohol can also serve as a morale booster. In moderation, sharing a drink can help you relax, reduce stress, and maintain a sense of normalcy during difficult times. The psychological benefits of unwinding with a small glass shouldn't be underestimated, especially when facing prolonged uncertainty. Alcohol can bring people together, foster camaraderie, and provide a brief escape from the pressures of survival. However, it's important to use alcohol responsibly. Overconsumption can impair judgment and deplete your supplies. Proper storage is key to maximizing the value of your alcohol stockpile. Keep your alcohol locked away and organized in a secure, cool, and dark location to prevent spoilage, evaporation, or theft. Store bottles upright to avoid leaks, and keep them out of reach of children and away from heat sources or open flames, as alcohol is highly flammable. Consider labeling your bottles with purchase dates and proof levels for easy inventory management. If possible, store a fire extinguisher nearby as an added safety precaution. Ultimately, alcohol deserves a prominent place in your emergency pantry. Its ability to disinfect, preserve, barter, and provide comfort makes it a true survival essential, one that could make all the difference when times get tough. By understanding its many uses and storing it safely, you'll be better prepared for whatever challenges come your way. Congratulations, you now know the 12 essential foods you must stockpile to prepare for uncertain times, but knowledge alone isn't enough. The real difference comes when you take action. Today, not tomorrow. Every day you wait is a day you could be building your family's safety net. The world can change in an instant, and those who are prepared will always have the upper hand. Start by assessing your current pantry. Take inventory of what you already have, and make a list of what's missing. Set aside a dedicated space for your emergency food supplies. This could be a closet, a basement shelf, or even under your bed. Don't be overwhelmed. Begin with the basics: water, canned proteins, grains, and shelf-stable vegetables. Prioritize foods your family actually eats and look for items with long shelf lives. Remember, consistency is key. Each week add a few extra items to your shopping cart: canned vegetables, dried beans, rice, or pasta. Watch for sales and buy in bulk when possible to stretch your budget further. Over time, your stockpile will grow, giving you peace of mind and a sense of security. Make it a family project. Get everyone involved in planning, shopping, and organizing. Don't forget to rotate your supplies regularly, check expiration dates, and keep your storage area clean and organized. Use the first-in, first-out method to ensure nothing goes to waste. Keep a running inventory so you always know what you have and what you need. Share your own tips and experiences in the comments below. Your advice could help someone else get started on their journey. This is your moment to act. Don't wait for disaster to strike. Start stockpiling these 12 essential foods today. Your family's survival and peace of mind depend on the steps you take right now. Hit subscribe for more survival strategies, and let's build a safer future together.